I am Marwan Cameron,
Unknown caller.
and this is The Conduit. All right, y'all. It is Friday, October 1. Friday, October. And there's only 3 more months left in this year. October, November, December 2021. A lot of stuff going on this year. It has actually gone by rather quickly. Definitely surprised at that, how fast it's gone by. A lot to do, a lot completed, and a lot more to be done. Enjoy creating new partnerships and meeting new people that I probably wouldn't otherwise meet or work with. And so that is my continued mission, like Starfleet, right? Your ongoing mission. So uh, I wanted to come and bring you some news today. There is a special event going on this evening. So let me go ahead and share that with everyone. And that is the Youngbloods and I don't know how to say this, the Revolujahs and the Medicine Show Revival. And they're going to bring to you an evening of empowerment, community, music, laughs, jokes, education, workshops, Vaudelville, variety, and entertainment. It's going to be a potluck. It's bring your own dishes and beer and a sense of humor. Uh, it's going to be tonight and 4268 Rodstol Lane Southeast in Port Orchard, Washington, 98366 from 3 to 9 p.m. And that is tonight. And that will be featuring Banjo and Kamo, Youngblood, the Kitsap Resiliency Project, Evil Kylenievel, Cat the dog, and others to be determined. All right. So my team will also be making an appearance there if all things go well. So we're definitely excited about that. So come out and support. Let me go ahead and put that on the screen. Looking and sounding good. Camera zoomed in a little close. Yes, that is a very true story. As you know, I had to. I was on location yesterday, and when I do that, that requires me to, um, break down my entire setup, right? And so getting it reset up takes a little bit of effort, takes a little bit of time. So we should talk about that here for a second. And what that is, go ahead and take this off, and then we'll come back. And what that is every Thursday from now until December 16th is the workshop series brought to you by the Kitsap Resiliency Project. Okay. And this will be 6:30 p.m. Uh, September 23rd to December 16th. We aired the second workshop, so you have not missed too much. You can actually catch that second workshop on YouTube or Facebook, and it meets at the Black Ring Spirits at the South Kitsap Mall, which is at 1700 Mile Hill Drive, Suite 116 in Port Orchard. Okay, and I got to say, that was a really good experience going and meeting with those folks. And so this is a resilient community workshop series. Okay. And as you can see here, Kitsap Resiliency Project, simply a better way to live, a grassroots community resiliency movement. I want to talk a little bit about experiencing that second workshop yesterday and why you could and should be interested in it. As you know, as we round out the rest of 2021, we are in our emergency preparedness, emergency management kind of focus. And that covers everything, right? Whether it's health or education or housing or, just any of these things, right? security. And so we want to look at things through that lens for the rest of the year, right? We've been experiencing so many natural disasters. We've got the pandemic. We still struggle with food insecurity, homelessness, rising housing prices, um, unlivable or family wage uh, job opportunities, right? Many thankless job opportunities and not a lot of career opportunities. So, it's difficult, right? It's very divisive right now, based on religion and politics and uh, healthcare, even and medicine. So there's so much stuff going on, right? And we can, as I keep saying, we can complain about it. We should definitely talk about it, but we have to find a way to move forward. And one of the takeaways that I took from last night's workshop was, and then we were talking about this after the workshop was over, we were packing everything up, was centered around um, sustainability, right? And that is a buzzword that has been used for, I don't know, more than a decade for sure, where folks are sharing, hey, we wanna create sustainable whatever it is that we're working on. We want it to be sustainable. And what I found fascinating about the viewpoint uh, from Mark and the Kitsap Resiliency Project is they want to, turn that on its head, right? And so, being sustainable is, great, right? In a lot of ways, we may not be stable, right? We're trying to get to a point where we're stable, and then we can sustain that stability, right? So that is a goal that many of us have and should have. Um, and we see all the things that are going on. We want to be able to, climb the rungs of the ladder and then hopefully be able to maintain the rung that we're on. And that's what sustainability is, right? Can I sustain the place that I find myself at now? Can I sustain whatever it is, we're trying to do, as an organization, gather together to grow together? Are we sustainable? Are we gonna make it into the next year, right? And so, what the Kitsap Resiliency Project aims to do is transition that mindset of sustainability into a mindset of resiliency, right? Of growth, of not being satisfied with just sustaining. And in the conversation that I was having yesterday is, we come up with these buzzwords or phrases that catch on, right? And everyone knows what these things are, whether it's like Black Lives Matter or whatever the case may be, right? Catches, and then that's what folks, work from. Now the problem is that as you work forward, those things can be co-opted, or if it fit at the time, things we're constantly in a state of evolution, right? And so while sustainable and sustainability is good, we do want to move past sustainability into resiliency, right? And so we need to be thinking about that as we are navigating ourselves, either as an individual, as a family, as an organization, as a project, whatever it is that we are trying to achieve. That's what we ultimately need to be working toward. And so for me, I try to tell my students, teachable moments, try to learn something every day. And you should be able to learn something from pretty much every interaction that you have. And so that is a goal that I have for myself. Clearly, I don't know everything. Two, I have my perspective based on my domestication, the way that I was raised, the way that I see the world, the way that I experience, and then those that have been around me in that way, right? That I see things in that lens. And so it's important to see things through the lens of other people, right? To gain an understanding, to understand why do they see the world that way. Um, and as we can see with the vaccine, we can see with this vaccine passport here in the county, mask wearing, just that alone, right? We also have elections coming up, right? What to do, why we should do it, how we should do it, how much we should do it. All these things cause all of this division. And so, oftentimes we're not really concerned as to why they feel that way. It's just they feel that way, and that's the problem. Uh, and the opportunity that is missed when we look through a situation in that way is, if we had an understanding as to why a person feels a particular way about whatever the situation is, then that gives us an opportunity to provide more information, right? So you think this way because this has been your experience, this is the information that has been given to you, the people that are in your circle that you trust, this is what they believe, whatever the case may be. And so the opportunity is to introduce some new information, right? Some new facts, a different perspective. And for those that are willing and open minded, which I think is the word of the day, shout out to Tony Wallace there. It's one of the things that he spoke about yesterday was being open minded as he experiences new things. I think that's really important. And that's where we're going to get the opportunity for change. We're going to get the opportunity for growth and for it to not be sustainable, but to have this resiliency, right? So, right now, one of the big things that are going on in our county, all right, or in our city, we can talk about the nation, but that's a little too broad, is the vaccine passport. And so, what can we understand by those that are opposed to the passport? Which would be, myself too, as I reflected on before. I'm very split on that. What is the opportunity that we can gain from understanding what their objections are to it? Why they feel the way that they feel about that? And if they are open-minded, right? Because that's who our target audience is, so those that are willing to uh, listen and not just be heard, then it gives us an opportunity to share our experience and information. And through that open-mindedness, then what lends itself is the opportunity that somewhere in the middle, other solutions may come available that cannot be seen yet because we're not to that space, right? I feel this way, you feel that way. We're not having conversation, so there's no way to uncover what could possibly be a solution or a compromise that both sides could live with, right? Right now, it's just, nope, this is how I feel. You're wrong. You're stupid. Nope, this is how I feel. You're wrong. You're stupid, and this is what it is, right? And so, for those folks that are on the really fringe edges, you're not really talking to those folks because their mind is made up and they're set in stone. You're talking to those that are willing to come to the table and listen, right? We talked about active listening, under listening for understanding, and then they can provide their input, and then at the same time, there's that reciprocity in listening for understanding, and through that, you know, some synergies may exist, some solutions may present themselves that wouldn't normally present themselves. It's actually a really good exercise. I was talking about negotiations and teaching that at Olympic College a few years ago. And one of the exercises that we would do is to just sit and analyze the other person or the other entity's issue, right? What is their issue? What is it that they want? What is the problem that they're trying to solve? And so just put ourselves aside for now, right? We know what we want. We know what we need. We think we have a good idea as to why we want to need the things that we want to need. But let's go ahead and put that to the side and let's look at it through the lens of the other party. What do they want? Why do they want it? Why do they believe that they need it? Right. And then through doing that, then you can take, uh, you know, that information, pair it with your information, and put it together and see if you can come together with a solution. We don't do that near enough anymore, if at all. I would say rarely does that happen. So those are the opportunities that can come about. I think some of it is also uh, is being around people, spending time with each other. I think that's an observation that I saw or that was shared with me yesterday at the workshop. Is you know we spend time with our families, we spend time with our friends. We're not typically intentional on spending time with, people that aren't in our circle, folks that may not, you can't see what the commonalities may have. you know. That's their interest, and that's all well and good. That's not my thing, and so there's no real opportunity for folks to be intentional on going out and trying to see what someone else is about, right? Uh, Shout out to Christina. I talk about this a lot. I think she is. I think most people would say too is you see her everywhere, right? She's taking pictures. She's had a lot of folks, events, championing their whatever their mission is or whatever their issues are, and it's really powerful. It's powerful to see someone out there learning, and saying, "Hey, I don't know, but I'm here to learn and gonna make mistakes, but I'm present." If we all did that, wow, man, the things that we could achieve. Uh, so if there's some type of award to be given in acknowledgement to that, I think that Christina would be the one who earns that hands down. And I really don't think there's a close second to her in that regard. 'Cause I think what she does is that powerful, right? And she does it in a space where uh, folks don't typically get along with the other group or the other party, and she is able to navigate in and out of those spaces, right? And it's about her building relationship, and through that, uh, sometimes she's actually able to build or repair relationship with others. So it's a very powerful tool and gift that she has, and if folks embrace that. Uh, Man, yeah, the changes that we want, will come about a lot faster. So anyway, every Thursday is the Resilient Community Workshop hosted by the, Kitsap Resiliency Project. It is at 6:30 on Thursdays. It's gonna run until December 16th. Okay, it's at Black Ring Spirits, which is in the South Kitsap Mall, 1700 Mile Hill Drive, Suite 116 in Port Orchard. I did get a chance to taste their spirits, and I can tell you, wow, pretty fantastic. I'm definitely a bourbon whiskey drinker when I do. Uh, Decide to do that, and I love cognacs too. I didn't even find out if they do anything like that. But, oh man, I tasted something yesterday that was just fantastic. They are going to also have, an event on October 23rd, where they're gonna have a cook-off, with desserts using the spirits from, the Black Ring Spirits. So, I heard, some magical tiramisu and some pineapple upside down cake. There was just all kinds of things. I think rum balls. Definitely put that on your calendar, October 23rd. We definitely plan on stopping in there. Rob will have turned 51 on, the day before. So I can't think of a better way to celebrate him than to have some tasty desserts in a cook-off and with spirits. So uh, yeah, he's definitely excited about that. So yes, definitely, if you want to get involved, you can just reach out to the Kitsap Resiliency Project on Facebook. You can also reach out to me, and I'll make sure that they get the information either way. And again, we've got to make some changes, and it's up to us to make the changes. We cannot rely on other entities to do it for us or the government or anything else. So we can do it. We need to make relationship. This isn't going to be the last that we see with the issues that we are going to face. We have a crumbling infrastructure in this country. We saw what happened in Texas. I use that as an example because they were caught in a terribly bad situation, and I'm definitely fearful of the earthquake that we are supposed to experience here, that we're overdue for, will come, and we're going to be in a bad way. So there are so many folks that are suffering, and many of them are invisible. We talk about, oh, things could get bad. But you know what? Things are bad for millions of people, not hundreds, not thousands, not tens of thousands, which is already bad enough. We're talking about millions of people are living in the most powerful country uh, in the history, not even current times, but just in the history of humanity. And people are suffering. We've got to find a way to do something different and come together. So, one way you can do that is come out tonight and join the Youngbloods and the Revolujahs and the Medicine Show Revival. This is going to be a lot of fun, empowerment, community, music, laughs, jokes, education, workshops, Vanderville, variety, entertainment, Banjo and Kamo, Youngblood will be featured, Kitsap Resiliency Project, Evil Kylenievel, Cat the dog, and others to be determined. Again, that address is 4268 Rodstol Lane Southeast in Port Orchard, 3 to 9 p.m. That is today. So, again, drop by. It is a potluck. So they're saying bring your own dishware, beer, and a sense of humor. So stop in, for 20, 30 minutes. Just say hi. Do something different. If you are trying to figure out what you're going to do tonight on a Friday night, or it's like, hey, you know what, I'm bored. Go and check it out. If you're thinking, you know what, I do want to make a change. I want to, step out of my comfort level and go and spend some time and support some other folks and meet some other people. Check it out. If you need a laugh or want to laugh, go and check it out. If you want to learn, check it out. Check it out. You know, this is how we're going to change it, folks. This is really how we're going to change it. So I'm excited to see what's going to be happening. I don't think I can really show you right now, but if you notice, I'm actually wearing blue today. We changed my camera here and see if I can't fix it there. But I'm wearing my blue, and oh, let me see. There it goes. Got on my Kitsap Resiliency Project shirt. Resilient communities thrive. So again, way back is yeah, I should probably see it nice and clear. The Kitsap Resiliency Project, simply a better way to live. All right. So thank you for my shirt. I appreciate it. We've got some big announcements that will be coming out in a little bit. So stay tuned. Didn't want to be on here too long. Obviously, there will be a show tonight. So I will see everyone at 5 p.m. for our regularly scheduled show. But I did want to come on really quick and just talk about this. All right. So enjoy your Friday. We made it out of September. We got 90 days left. They've extended the moratorium on eviction bridge for another 30 days. So if you haven't gotten yourself ready, you got 31 more days to get it together. Really 30 because we're already halfway through this day. Be proactive. Spread love, folks. I am R1 Cameron. This is The Conduit. I will see you